men's rights activist. He brings a conservative point of view to black issues. His mission: to provide a forum for honest discussions about social issues without the liberal lapdogs shutting down the discussion. Broadcasting from the American Truth Project Studios in beautiful Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. This is Conservative Nation with your host, Jermain Botsio.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of Conservative Nation with me, your gracious host, Jermain Botsio. And on today's show, you guys know what the deal is. I got the one, the only mind of Jamal. How are you doing here, great sir?
Man, I've been sitting here running all day, getting off work and doing some more work. But you know what? I'm about to get my coffee and it's going to be ready to fly.
You better believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, please, oh please, you do us a favor. Please hit that like button. Make sure you do share. You guys know what the deal is. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we got a lot of virtual and cyber haters, right? We got folks that don't want the good word getting out. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? Yeah, so we're going to need your help, a little bit of your help. We need you to hit that like button. Make sure you share. And if you can, please, oh please, throw something in the bucket for us, all right? We've been working very hard to give you guys a show you guys love and deserve, all right? I want to go ahead and give a shout-out, very special shout-out to Yvette Romick Spillman. Says, have a great show, Jermain. Let me go ahead and give you the customary. And I would also like to give Shane0316 a shout out. Gifted one subscription to Conservative Nation. Thank you. All right. And Cal Bella 823 says, happy hump day hanging out with the double J's. Absolutely. Absolutely. One thing I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the news cycle does not stop. There's so much to talk about.
No, it don't.
And I want to make sure that we get enough time to speak about everything. We got a lot to speak about this week, a lot. So I'm ready. I know our main man, Mind of Jamal, he ready. Are you guys ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Ready.
If you're ready to flame, put down one. Put down, just go ahead and type one. If you're ready to flame. All right? Yeah. We got a little bit of some help tonight. Absolutely. It's going to be a good night. You know it is. You see the way I'm smiling, right? It's going to be a good night. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you do share. Okay? Brother, let's get rocking. First one up.
Yep.
First one up, ladies and gentlemen. I want to speak about this new revolution that's going on in music. Oh, yeah, I want to speak about the revolution, and it deals with rap and hip-hop. It seems everything got a rap and hip-hop lean to it. Everything does. If you go and look at some of these jingles that are out here for the commercials, right? Yeah, like McDonald's, Burger King. They all got that hip-hop, gangsta, ghetto lean to it, don't it? Yeah, it
Like
all sounds
that's
like
what
it's
everybody
get.
wants.
It really does. It really does. And that's thanks to the great influence of Black Americans. Yeah, Black folks. Black folks can be used for good, and they could be used for evil. And in this case, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Black folks are being used for evil, and they don't even know it. I want to go ahead and show you guys this clip that I've seen. Somebody sent this to me, and I took a look at it, and I shook my head, because this is the revolution that destroys, ladies and gentlemen, a generation and a legacy. I don't make this stuff up. I want you guys to take a look at this. It's called the YC Revolution. How many of you guys out there know what YC means? Brother Jamal, do you know what a YC is?
Young Nabisco.
Yeah.
Where's the soup?
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Do you know what a YT is?
Yeah.
For folks out there, come on, you got to get with the slang. The young folks got the slang nowadays, right? Okay, YT. YT means white, right? A Y and a T, white. Yeah. And the YC, let me tell you, means white cracker. Yeah. The white cracker revolution. I want you guys to take a look at this. When it come back, I want to speak about it. Make sure you guys do your due diligence. Hit that like button. Make sure you do share. Here we go. I'm telling you, it's coming. This revolution is coming, and it's not good at all. Here we go.
Country gutter folk, got lifted trucks and a lot of dope. You don't want no war with us, I promise it'll be a lot of smoke. Truck sick like it caught a cold, slime on them, no snotty nose. 501 and tight, we passing grade A, we made honor roll. Wake up in the morning with them hundreds on my mind. Get a check, go spin the bitch, and then I'm right back on that grind. Chevy came with sixes, yeah, it's lifted, bitch be sitting high. Came with a switchy, you get shifty, we gon' have to slide. 12 o'clock, I'm catching plays, roll running them in a space. Way the Chevy look and lead them country bitches in a day. Before I'm smoking purple haze, high as fuck might float away. When my truck be lean, I'm pouring double cups in a gas tank.
Now I know why he taking so long.
Yep. Let me play one more time. I want you guys to see. It's the young white cracker revolution, right? We got the young niggas, excuse me, the YNs, right? And we got the young crackers.
Country gutter folk, got lifted trucks and a lot of dope. You don't want no war with us, I promise it'll be a lot of smoke. Truck sick like it caught a cold, slime on them, no snotty nose. 501 and tight, we passing grade A, we made honor roll. Wake up in the morning with them hundreds on my mind. Get a check, go spin the bitch, and then I'm right back on that grind. Chevy came with sixes, yeah, it's lifted, bitch be sitting high. Came with a switchy, you get shifty, we gon' have to slide. 12 o'clock, I'm catching plays.
Bow. Jamal, let me tell you something. It's kind of crazy, brother. It's kind of crazy. Let me go ahead and set this up here. It's kind of crazy. It is. So we got the YC revolution, Jamal. This guy, he got grills in his mouth. He's rapping about dope. He rapping about selling. Yeah, my goodness gracious. What's going on?
This one clip comes to mind, Jermaine. This one clip comes to mind. Thank you. Niggas, they come in all colors, just like flowers. You know what? That has to be the most ignorant crap I've seen. And yes, one thing we've always said, we export our ignorance. Other races and culture, when they export stuff, they export like different things like culture, food. We exporting ignorance. And we used to have a word for him back in the days. A grocery store used to be called Piggly Wiggly.
Oh yeah, the Piggly Wigglies. Yeah.
The Wigglies. Now, this just looks stupid. And his parents probably don't know he doing it. If they do, they know he just trying to make money. It's just stupid. There is nothing good and glorified about the ghetto trap.
There you go.
And the stuff in the hood the black community do. There's nothing good about it.
None.
All it does is just sits here and perpetuate the hood, the ghetto, and everything the black community trying to run from.
Yep.
This isn't good at all.
Jamal, do you think that a lot of white Americans, especially the one who are like this, the young crackers, do you think they emulate a lot of these black rappers and entertainers, and they don't really understand the economics and the conditions that, produce that type of individual? And they copy that type of lifestyle, that behavior, the vernacular, because they think it's cool rather than it being a deficiency in character.
You know what, Jermain? I think it comes from, really comes from a bunch of white folk who still trying to be accepted by blacks, who still trying to prove they ain't racist. That's all it is just there's somebody in his family done told him the blacks are black people and how hard black folk got it. Lord Jesus, bloody Sunday, Jim Crow, oh Lord, and slavery. And so he want to show he's not one of the bad white folk.
Mm-hmm.
He one of the good ones. He understand, instead of sitting up here saying, well, I'm a descendant of the Union Army who fought to free y'all blacks.
Yep.
So I don't have to do anymore. My great-great-grandfather was shot between the knees so he could free y'all. That's all white people need to start doing. Start leaning back into their culture and start celebrating it. Or he can say, now I know why my grandfather fought to keep him enslaved. Look at him now. You can say both ways. But this is just bad. White people have been teaching their kids that the main thing that matters is black people feel that you're an ally and you're a supporter, not a enemy. And that's stupid. That is absolutely stupid.
Jamal, I believe that if white people stand on their own morals and we're able to tell black folks, hey, this is not good, and we understand why you're doing this, but this doesn't go well with society because of this, that, and the third. At some time, black folks would, stop and say, hey, we're the only folks who are doing this type of crap. But black folks, they have a magical power. They're very influential. I'm not going to lie. They're very influential. That's why the New World Order, the Luciferians that are out there, right? They're the ones who use them to push a lot of the trash that's in America. And I want folks to understand that. This white guy here who's rapping like this, talking about selling dope, he got the stuff in his mouth and all that. He's following a program. He's following a template. I want folks to understand he could be any color. You get what I'm saying? He could be an
Yep.
alien. He could be a dog or a cat. This is the template that the New World Order is using to destroy America. And if you guys see how rap music has destroyed the black community, right? It's destroyed the culture.
Destroyed it.
Look at the culture of the black community. They don't respect women. They don't. They don't respect anything that's good. Law enforcement, they don't respect it. They don't respect the country. I want folks to wake up. This is the type of BS that happens when you interject this type of music and culture into the community. And white folks need to start standing up and saying, you know what? Little Timmy, little Johnny, you better take off that take off
crap.
that shirt. Put your hat in a respectful manner. I want folks to understand we got to get back to what is right. You get what I'm saying? We have to. And it's incumbent on the new generation of black folks to change this type of narrative. It really is.
Nope.
Because without them standing up and saying, hey, we understand that, they did this in the past, but we're in a new generation. We're in 2025. We're not going to be entertaining this nonsense anymore. And you will see other cultures stop doing it. But they believe it's cool because guess what? Blackie is doing it. You know what I'm saying? Anything that black people do, gosh darn, they got to be cool. Ain't that right? I mean, I don't make this stuff up. Go ahead, brother. Last words.
You know what? I want to thank Shane Terry. Shane Terry, thank you for your kindness and generosity and donation to the page.
Shout out to
PayPal.
Shane. Once more,
and
man.
I want to thank my auntie, Miss Yvette Roman. Thank you for your kindness and generosity and donation to the page.
Yup. Let me go ahead and give you the second customers.
You know what, Jermain? I sit here and I look at this guy, and he think this is something cool. Because with that music, you know what comes along with it? Single motherhood.
There you go.
You know what comes along with it? Violence, drugs, shootings. But see, the problem with him, the white folk where he live at ain't gonna let that come up in there.
Yep, they ain't gonna allow it.
See, the first time you start seeing people congregate around there with a bunch of red flags or a bunch of blue flags, the sheriff is a coming, and they gonna haul your butt from up out of there. You can tell he ain't no he's no. I'm trying to put it in words. He's no person that's missing a meal and stuff like that. You can tell that he ain't Poe. He ain't Poe at all. He's just somebody who think it's cool, think it's okay to do the most ignorance of the community.
Yep.
Black folk don't even want YNs around.
Yeah, they don't even want them around. So that's why I try to put the announcement out, PSA to white folks. This type of behavior, you see young Johnny doing it, Timmy doing it, David, David is a chocolate white guy. You better stop him. Let him know. Hey, it ain't nice and it ain't right. It's not. Because you're perpetuating the most diabolical traits that black folks are running from. All right? They're running from this type of stereotype. And what they're doing is they're pushing it. So that's what it is. Let's go ahead and move forward. Make sure you guys do us a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you shout. All right? Make sure you do share. We got a lot more to speak about. I see that we had a few trolls walk in. Yeah, I've been fighting trolls on my page for the last week. So I understand that, they may be coming on in. So I want to thank the moderators. I want to thank Jamal. Actually got a few of them too. Shout out to Shane as well. Thank you, folks out there. Let's go ahead and move forward. Next one up here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to go ahead and speak to you about the butt-sniffing bandit. Yeah, I mean, when somebody sent me this, I started rolling. I said, what? The butt-sniffing bandit is back? Yeah, I saw this story a long time ago. And I said, why are they calling this guy the butt-sniffing bandit? And you know what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen? He run around sniffing butts. Yeah, ladies, there's a lot of guys who are perverts out there, let me tell you. Yeah, ain't that crazy? I'm telling you, that's why you need big, strong men around. Yeah, we see a sniffing bandit, elbow in the eye, let me tell you. Elbow in the eye. Let me go ahead and run this clip. When it comes back, we shall discuss it. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you share. Help us out. We definitely need your help. All right? We definitely do. Ain't lying about it. Here we go. All right, got it. Okay, perfect. Here we go.
Do anything to me, but I definitely
so many people have come to me saying that they recognize the guy.
it felt like anywhere I moved he kept following me, so I recorded just in case he was trying to say anything or do anything to me, but I definitely didn't expect him to do this. Like, what the actual
Pretending to be like crouching down by a bookshelf and then coming behind me, smelling me, and he does the same thing to another girl in the video as well.
I was so freaked out when I turned around and saw him literally under me, so freaking close to me.
At least his name is out there, his face is out there, so people can be aware and cautious.
Look at him. You can tell he ain't getting no dates, ladies. Yet you see that? Ladies, can you imagine going to a grocery store, being in a library, and you're looking for some items, and this guy is just following you around and he's sniffing your butt? Yeah, that's how crazy it is. I want to play one more time. And when you have big, strong, good men around, right?
He looked like
who
a
ain't
pervert.
scared about any liberal policy, this type of stuff in a sense won't happen because he'll be scared of getting his ass whooped.
People have
He
come
looked
to
like
me
Marlon
saying
Wayans.
that they recognize the guy.
Yeah,
It
I'm
felt like
playing it
anywhere
again.
I
Look at
moved,
him.
he kept following me, so I recorded just in case he was trying to say anything or do anything to me, but I definitely didn't expect him to do this. Like, what the actual
Pretending to be like crouching down by a bookshelf and then coming behind me, smelling me, and he does the same thing to another girl in the video as well.
I was so freaked out when I turned around and saw him literally under me, so freaking close to me.
At least his name is out there, his face is out there, so people can be aware and cautious.
Look at him. Look at him. Looking all crazy. Bow. So there it is. The butt sniffing bandit. He's back. Jamal, my goodness gracious. Butt sniffing bandit is back. You know, he's doing a lot of sniffing. You know, I don't know if he learned this from Joe Biden. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if he learned it from Hunter Biden, but he know how to sniff. You get what I'm saying? He is back. What do you think about this?
It's embarrassing. That brother looking like Marlon Wayans. He looked like Marlon Wayans from the Wayans brother. And he out here sniffing booty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when you need your husband to whoop his hind part.
That's what I'm saying.
You need to be married, ladies. Somebody to put them hands up on him. Or they can go to Taco Bell in the area they know where he at. And as soon as he get back there to sniff, rep one. Look like he's powering up to fight Goku and Frieza.
Oh Lord, I mean, you just can't make it up, brother. Is that crazy, Jamal? It is that crazy. Let me tell you something. You know, ladies should they should get into some sort of self-defense class. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, women should take a self-defense class. Every single one, especially if you're by yourself. Learn how to whoop some ass. You get what I'm saying? Ladies out there. You feel what I'm saying? Learn how to put out them dukes. You get what I'm saying? And whoop some ass. This guy sniffing a butt and then you're recording. Yeah, you record and you whoop his ass. You get what I'm saying? Hey, you ain't gonna go to jail. Who gonna arrest ya? Ladies out there. Who gonna arrest ya? You can say, hey, I caught him trying to sniff my butt. So I went and put up the dukes and I whooped his ass. Yeah, you see his eyeball? It's on the ground right there. Ain't nobody gonna take you to jail? Let me tell you, ain't nobody. Yeah. You know, self-defense class for women. They learn how to fight, hit a guy in his balls a couple. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A few elbows to the eye. You know, or you pull out, you know. Yeah. And this type of BS stops. In a liberal city, let me tell you something. In a liberal area, this type of stuff goes on all the time. And you think it doesn't, you must be out your mind. Especially when we have grown men going into the ladies' restroom.
Yep.
Tell me I told a lie, Jamal.
Need to whoop a butt.
What do you think the guys who are throwing on their hair hats are doing, ladies? You know what I'm saying, Jamal? What do you think they doing? Those guys are perverts. I don't care who get mad. If you're a grown man with a schlong and balls and you're throwing a hair hat and call yourself a lady, you're out your mind. You're out your mind.
Herbie.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let me go ahead here and give somebody a shout out here. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to J9000, gifted 5 subscriptions to Conservative Nation. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
We got to give you the customaries, brother. Let me go ahead. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to J9000. You get what I'm saying? PNB got one. Pizza Sticks. Sin Napier. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Confederate one. Let me tell you. And Bailey's. What is it? Bailey's J. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching and helping us out by hitting that like button and sharing. All right? Absolutely. I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I know Jamal wants to as well. All right? Thank you. Last words on this here, sir.
He needs his whoop. That's all he needs. Soon as somebody whoop his ass, he'll be okay.
Goodness.
Needs is just a little beating. That's all. A little beating here, a little beating there, and then you beat them all everywhere. Some bunch of men need to be waiting for her, so she says, "Attack the booty snap!" And a bunch of men come running out to whoop his hind part.
Yeah. I mean, you just can't get around that. Needs his ass whooped. So that's why, you know, good men, strong men are needed, ladies. and strong laws, let me tell you. Because if they're around guys like this, and look how ugly he is. Let me go ahead and show his face again.
They're like Mario Wayne.
Yeah, he look ugly. Yeah, ladies. He look how ugly he look. Look at his ears. He need an ass whooping.
Like
these are the type of guys, who are running with Biden and them. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are those type of guys. Let's go ahead and move forward. Make sure you guys do your due diligence. Hit that like button. Make sure you do share. We have another one here. And let me tell you something. This one here is something serious. It really is. I've been seeing a lot more of this type of crime going on. And it's mass stabbings. Let me tell you. Mass stabbings, absolutely. There was a stabbing in Traverse City. I want you guys to take a look at this. Traverse City, Michigan. I was actually going to go to college there and decided not to. Take a look at this here.
Drop it! Drop it! Throw the knife that way! Throw it away! Throw it away! Hey, he hasn't dropped it. I don't care. Lay down! You better get the down. Nope.
Man, oh man. So it was at Traverse City, Michigan at a Walmart. Yeah. It absolutely terrible. Now, I'm going to show you guys the news clip that goes along with this here. There was a hero of the day, and let me tell you something. The hero of the day needs to be commended. I want you guys to take a look at this here.
This morning, a hero who helped stop a man accused of stabbing multiple people at a Walmart in Traverse City, Michigan, speaking out exclusively with ABC News.
I didn't think of anything other than trying to get him away from people and get him isolated and get him to put the knife down.
Former Marine Derek Perry says he was checking out at the Walmart Saturday afternoon when he heard a commotion.
A lady was like screaming for her son, and all the employees and patrons were clamoring, trying to run in different directions.
The suspect, 42-year-old Bradford James Gilley, fleeing to the parking lot. Perry and others dropping their groceries to surround the man. Perry pulled his gun. It's legal to open carry in Michigan.
Wow.
Unfortunately, there was kind of like a mob mentality, and some very disturbing things were being said on how to deal with the situation. And I had to block all of that out and focus on him, because I ultimately just wanted him to put the knife down and back away until law enforcement got there. I did not see myself as any type of judge, jury, or executioner. I just wanted everyone to be safe.
Did he say anything to you? Were you able to kind of get a state of mind?
And I can see in his eyes that he was wild-eyed, and he did not look like he was in his right mind. And he was saying, "They told me to do it. They told me to do it, and call 911." I said, "They're on their way. They're coming."
On Monday, Gilley formally charged with terrorism and 11 counts of assault with the intent to murder. He pleaded not guilty to all charges, telling a police officer before the arraignment he did not want to participate.
Do I have to do this? I don't want to.
Never once, Perry says, did he consider actually pulling the trigger.
I took time to actually look and listen and try to understand his mind state and see that, yes, I am in a position to do something very rash, but it's ultimately my decision to not do it as well. Just de-escalate the situation, try to get him to surrender on his own accord.
Barry, who works in a hospital, says he doesn't feel like a hero.
The only thing that separated me from the other gentleman that had stepped in as well was what I was carrying in my hands. I think I would have ran out there or walked out there and helped either way. It was just a moment of, I've got a duty to protect.
Duty
now,
to
Perry
protect.
credits the other bystanders who helped them,
Duty
saying
to
that they were
protect.
unarmed and still jumped into action. Police say if not for all of their selflessness, this situation could have been much worse, guys.
Bow. So, Jamal, my goodness gracious, that man, he deserved a round of applause, let me tell you. I'm about to Absolutely.
He did good.
You just can't find enough good men out there in the world. You heard what he said. He had a duty to protect. He was a former Marine. That's why I want all young men to do military service.
Yes.
It needs to be mandatory because you get good morals. You learn how to live your life cleanly, right? You get to exercise and get paid for it. Let me tell you. And you end up coming out with a heart of gold. This man, Jamal, he could have ran. He could have ran underneath the car. He could have just went home. But he decided to do what good men do. Step up when the time is needed. And as the saying goes, Jamal, you know what the saying goes. Go ahead.
You lost me on that one.
Okay. The saying, a bad man with a gun gets stopped by a good man with a gun. Ain't that correct?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there you go, right? That's
and
the
that
saying I was trying to get you to get. Go ahead, brother. What do you think about this here?
I'll be honest, Mr. Derek Perry's a hero. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, every black person, and it goes to show there's a good apple in a rotten bucket, and he's a good apple out of the rotten bucket. He stood up. I'm going to protect these people. I'm a Marine, and I'm going to get in here, and I'm going to protect them. That's what we want. This is why we need more concealed carries. If we had at least over 70% of the population carrying firearms, you wouldn't have situations like this because you wouldn't know if the person you gonna slash gonna blow you away. I feel he should have saved the taxpayers some money and gave him a double tap to the chest and one in the forehead.
I'm telling you, Jamal, you ain't lying. That's why it's good for folks to carry. And if we had a population like that, over 70, crime would be very low, Jamal. And then on top of that, too, Jamal, we support the folks who are protecting their lives, and we didn't try to prosecute them like a lot of liberals would do. You know what I'm talking about. There's been plenty of cases where folks have protected their home with the steel. You get what I'm saying? And guess what?
Yep.
They've been prosecuted. Yeah. Imagine
Liberal
protecting
areas.
your own home, you shoot a criminal. And then all of a sudden they trying to prosecute you for shooting the criminal. Yeah. It happens.
It has, yes.
So, those things need to happen. But a good guy with a gun stopped a bad guy with a gun, and that seems to be the mantra. It seems to be, what's been going on, and it happens, and good things come from it. It certainly does. getting back to young men doing military service, I believe they should. As young men, young women, they need to do military service right out of high school. You go right out of high school.
Yes.
I think they do it in the UK. You go
They do it
and
in
do
Israel.
2 to 4 years, right? You get out, you probably get a trade too, right? We add a trade to it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you cook, you gosh darn electrician, something. You get a trade out the deal. So you come out, you get a certificate, right? You could use this certificate and the trade to go into some sort of industry and get hired. That's how the pipeline should work. You get what I'm saying? So nobody is really left behind in that sense. But we don't do that here in this country. And a lot of the times we look down on military folks. Yeah, we do. We don't take good care of them in our country. Go ahead and look at how many homeless vets we have out there. The liberals, they're caring for illegal aliens. They have done nothing for our country. Have they done more than the homeless vet? Absolutely not. But yet, our country does not show them that type of respect and what they put on the line to serve this country. There needs to be some sort of gratitude. And that's why I love President Trump, because he respects the military. He understands that without the military, you have nothing.
Nothing.
You have nothing. You see how the liberals were trying to put down President Trump when he even wanted a military parade? Holy smokes. They were trying to call him a dictator.
Yep.
Is he a Benito Mussolini? This is what they were saying. So I think it's very good that we have folks out here who are willing to step up and to do the right thing. And I love this story. It has a fantastic ending, and it really shows the world that, hey, you know, we have good folks here. We certainly do.
All niggas ain't the same.
Last words on this here before we move on.
Well, it goes to show you all niggas ain't the same. He was a man who said, I'm gonna take care, I'm gonna protect. I don't care, you call me coon, whatever you call me, but I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna protect my fellow Americans. And that's what he did. He took his gun out and protected. Now, he should have saved his fellow Americans some cash money, because this guy,
he should have shot him. I was literally about to say that, boy.
He should have put 2 hot balls in him.
Oh,
put a shot, pop, pop.
I'm telling you, I would have blew off a kneecap. Boy, yeah. I would have been blew off a kneecap, and then they would have came and spoke to me. Oh, you're the hero of the day. Yeah, you know, I was waiting to blow off a kneecap. You know, I'll wait. I'll be saying that during the interview.
Turning the Elmer Fudd.
Blow off a couple kneecaps, ladies and gentlemen. He ain't doing nothing no more. Let me tell you. Let's go ahead and move forward. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you make sure you share. All right? Absolutely. Next one up here, ladies and gentlemen. Next one up. I want to go ahead and speak to you guys about a black man. He's a race hustler. We spoke about him last week. I even thought we were going to be done. Jamal, I even thought we were going to be done. Yeah,
about
brother, I
Dr.
thought we were
Umar
done last week speaking about him. But apparently we're not done yet. Let me tell you, and it got worse for him. Yeah, and we speaking about Dr. Umar. The one that was speaking about the fishy coochie. You remember that, right? He was speaking about the throat goat. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, he was speaking about the throat goat. Now,
single mama.
Yeah, so somebody hit me up and said, Jermain, what's a throat goat? And I said, you know what?
Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, Monica Lewinsky is a throat goat. I heard Kamala knee pads Harris. Yeah, you know why we call her knee pads. Gentlemen out there, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know why? You know why she got the knee pads? Yeah, Kamala,
and Barack Obama.
I heard is a throat goat too. Yeah, I heard AOC is one too, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that, right? Yeah. But let me tell you something. He's back in the news, and I heard he's begging, ladies and gentlemen.
Please.
He's saying that the bank froze his account. He got no money. No. It's gone. Yeah, he's saying it's gone. The bank took his money. It's gone. You know, and he said that there's some sort of investigation. You get what I'm saying? And he begging his followers, which is mostly single black women with children. Yeah.
Yep.
The ones who didn't want to marry and had children out of wedlock, those are the ones who are sending him money. I want you guys to take a look at this. When I come back, we shall discuss this. You get what I'm saying? Race hustling is ending in 2025. Yeah, it's hard to run that game nowadays. Make sure you guys do your due diligence. Hit that like button. Make sure you share, all right? I'm going to need your help. Definitely need your help. Here we go. Dr. Umar. Race hustler. Broke. Here we go.
It's your big brother, King Kong. I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I'm only going to keep you a few minutes. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple dollars. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple dollars. I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th. Only to discover that I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank. And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account in the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG,
brothers and sisters,
let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told that the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity
he got to repeat
was
it.
between
He
June
got to repeat
25th.
everything twice.
That's when
I
Medea
think he
went
might
public.
be part retarded.
That's when Medea went public.
He wants you
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
knows who Medea is. July 25th. That's when Medea went public.
Wow, and
July
I'm
the
gonna
10th,
stop
that's
it
when
right
I left
here.
for South Africa.
So we gonna stop
July
it
the
right
10th,
here.
that's when I left for South Africa.
He probably gonna keep repeating himself. You know, I don't know if it's the dope or you get what I'm saying, Jamal? I don't know if it's the dope he's taking or he partly retarded, but he called himself a psychologist. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, how crazy is that? This bro, every word he's saying, he got to repeat it 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with him? Is he retarded? Or is he pushing witchcraft? Is it a finesse game? What is it? But besides that, you heard him. He broke. They done shut down his account. He tried to put his credit card in there. They say he ain't got no account. Now, just to put this out here, his federal tax returns, he has issues with it. All right? His 501c3 charity, what do you get? Some sort of tax deduction got ripped away. Okay? It got ripped away. His 501c3 charity got ripped away. So now he has to actually really pay taxes on the money that he receives. All right? So he has a problem with him reporting money to the IRS. All right? So I'm believing that this is coming from the IRS, him failure to report the money that he's getting in, and him, finessing folks. And I think a lot of people are reporting him because 12, 13 years he's been collecting money for a school that hasn't transpired. My goodness gracious. When does the finesse game end? Jamal, what do you think about this here? This man, he going through it right now. He asking for money. Are you going to send him any?
I know you know I'm broken, but I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg and plead for some money, please don't leave Dr. Umar Johnson.
Yup.
I ain't proud to beg.
I'm telling ya.
This Negro has some nerve. He has been running this hustle game.
I'm telling you,
when
the school
it don't take 10 years to build a school. It don't take you that long. All he had to do was lie and hide it. This man has been caught. People have been like, bruh, you've been building this school since before the first Trump administration.
Boy, I'm telling you, before my child was born.
Yep. He used to sit here and say, before Donald Trump, when he was talking about black folk, he used to say, I know on Sunday you're going to take that Jesus money and the pastor doing with the Jesus money and the pastor doing with the Jesus money. You need to take that Jesus money and invest it in a school for your black children. And come to find out, he just is corrupt, if not more. Black race hustlers know there are single mothers who don't want to accept the responsibility that they got a penis problem. Every time you turn around, they see a penis, they got problems because they got to have it. And so they get pregnant, they get out of wedlock, and so they come in a financial hardship, and they need a man like Dr. Umar to come and call them a queen. Hey, queen.
A queen.
Checkbook queen, give me your welfare and food stamps card, queen. And they say, oh, I'm a queen. And Dr. Umar run away with your check.
Absolutely. He looks for those type of folks to send him money. See, in the black community, it's easy to run that race type of scheme. You get what I'm saying? You could go ahead and say, yeah, for black folks should get this, you know. And let me tell you something. You're going to get folks behind you. Yeah, you'll get folks behind you when you start speaking that race type of stuff in the black community. And that was back then. Right now, if you start speaking that race stuff, you still get some folks, but you won't get as many. You won't, because the enlightenment has happened in a sense. You know, a lot of folks understand that a lot of the opportunities that come your way are coming from people of different color. I want folks to understand that, especially black men. Black men understand that more than anything, because most of the time they're not getting helped out by, their mama or anybody of color. They're getting helped out by a white man who's giving them a job. So he's in a new age and he's using old tactics, and it's not working anymore. This finesse game that he's been running for the last 12 to 15 years, speaking about a school that has never transpired, has never opened. I want folks to understand. Never opened. My son, Griffin, he's 11 years old. This man been speaking about the school before my son was even goddamn born.
Yeah.
I had to laugh. I had to laugh because it don't take that long. But yet, there's so many folks out there who have hate in their heart. They're still inviting them to come and speak in different places. Mm-hmm. And now the mainstream media, they just use him to divide folks. That's it. Hey, he's still running this race crap. We can bring him on our liberal channel. He'll speak about how blacks have been downtrodden, how black folks shouldn't date white folks, right? Because he's for black queens forever, yeah. Snow bunnies never, all right? And if you don't know what a snow bunny is, gosh darn it, where are ya? Where are ya? Are you alive? Snow bunny means white woman, all right? So snow bunnies never, black queens forever. That is his mantra. And he spits this out when he wants to collect money. So I'm liking what's going on right now. The grifting is ending. That last woman that he screwed over. And ladies, they're into exposing. Gentlemen out there, I want you to understand that, right? Remember I told you shouldn't cry about a dog barking? Yeah, this is what females do. He did the wrong thing, didn't treat this woman right, and she did what most women do. They go and expose you. They go and say, hey, this guy didn't treat me well, and they do the advertisement, right? And she went and advertised for him about how bad he was and how he's stealing money and how he's doing this, that, and the third. And I think the advertisement that she was doing is what caused the investigation on his ass. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, he's like a roach in a trap house when you just flick on the lights. Yeah, you know how the roaches are. Yeah, that's the roach. The roaches are scattering. They're looking around, looking for breadcrumbs. And he's looking for breadcrumbs right now. He ain't got no money. He's looking for breadcrumbs from the single black women. Brother, last words on this.
He needs money in the morning, in the middle of the night. He ain't too proud to beg. His love is strong, ain't he know what's going on? He ain't too proud to beg. $2, $5, or when it's sad again, he ain't too proud to brag.
Oh,
the
gosh.
feds is coming with the paddy wagon. He ain't too proud to beg.
Can't make this stuff up.
He ain't too proud to beg.
Yeah, he ain't too proud to beg. I can tell you that.
For him. They know the pay. Look, he called himself Marcus Garvey School. Okay?
Yep.
Have you ever
Frederick
looked up
Douglass Marcus Garvey?
Marcus Garvey went to jail for, guess what? In mail fraud. Marcus Mosiah Garvey went to jail for mail fraud. And it was Calvin Coolidge that let him go. I don't want nobody to say, Jamal, you're joking. Hold up, Jermain. And this is Wikipedia, so ain't got to worry about a copyright. Right here. In 1923, Garvey was convicted of mail fraud for selling the company stock and was imprisoned by the United States Penitentiary, Atlanta, for nearly 2 years. Garvey blamed Jews and Catholics, claiming that they were against him because of his links to the KKK. That's right. I want y'all to know this, and I want to tell you this, Jermaine. Did you know one of the biggest backers of the black movement was the Ku
Klux Klan? Yeah.
Klan. When he was talking about some move out to Africa, the Klan gave him money that was equivalent to today $1 billion. That's how much money the Klan had at the time that people was joining them. The reason why he got locked up, because his butt didn't start getting them niggas up out of here quick enough.
Yeah, but probably, yeah. They were like,
it was Calvin Coolidge that let him go free. So whenever you hear people talk about, Marcus Garvey, you hear him talk about Marcus Garvey and Pan-Africanism, what Umar Johnson be talking about, Pan-Africanism, the beginning. Hold up, let me show people. Pan-Africanism, it got its roots in mail fraud.
Mail fraud. Duh. There you go. Got its roots in mail fraud. You can't even make this stuff up. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the liberals are paying Dr. Umar and they cut off the money because he wasn't getting Negroes out fast enough. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's wild, but it's all true. It certainly is. It's all true. Hopefully, folks will see that running this grift don't end well for you. It don't. And he's been running this for a very long time. There's a few channels that are out on YouTube that are dedicated to the fraud of Dr. Umar. Shout out to Lennon Honor. I want to give him a shout out. Black brother. He was actually he donated to Dr. Umar, and all he did was ask Dr. Umar what was going on with the school and stuff, and he was dismissed by Dr. Umar. And that's what got Dr. Umar really, that's what got Lennon on his ass. Yeah, and he's been on his ass for probably about 7 years. He got a whole YouTube channel, and his channel is blowing up right now because of everything that's going on with Dr. Umar. And he's been calling him a fraud for 7 years. So right now he's been vindicated that, and he's doing the tap dance. So I just want to go ahead and point that out there. Let's go ahead and move forward. Make sure you guys do your due diligence. Make sure you do share. All right, we got a lot more to discuss tonight. And let me tell you something. It's going to be fire. It's going to be fire. All right. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and move forward. Next one up here, ladies and gentlemen. And let me go ahead and point this out here. There's a gosh darn fly in here, and I got my gosh darn stick here. I'm ready to kill a fly.
Fly swallow, man. Look,
yeah, I'm telling you, this fly bothering me. You know, I'm about to put a haymaker on this gosh darn fly, let me tell y'all. Next one up, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you what happened a few days ago, and it's very disturbing. Very, very, very disturbing. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you share. This happened in Cincinnati. Some of you guys may have already seen this video. Some of you guys may have not. I wanted to let you know it's a little graphic. All right? Absolutely. So here we go. Take a look at this.
Sniffing again. Boom. Ooh. 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 Sniffing again. Boom. Ooh. 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 I got that too. Ooh. Karma, bitch. He shouldn't be outside. That was Sniffing again. Boom. Ooh. 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 I got that too.
Look how that black woman was just kicking on.
Karma, bitch. He shouldn't be outside. That was
Bow. So that's what's going on.
Sniffing again. Boom. Ooh.
Now this happened apparently outside a jazz club in Cincinnati. Awful. I want to show you guys the news clip here for this. Absolutely awful. 3 arrested in the brawl downtown Cincinnati.
Well, a wild street brawl in downtown Cincinnati leads to multiple people charged, and this morning 3 suspects faced a judge. Now, that fight was caught by several cell phone cameras. It went viral, and it's now been viewed all over the world. WLWT News 5's Rachel Whalen joins us live from the Hamilton County Justice Center. She has the very latest on these charges. Good afternoon, Rachel.
Good afternoon. 3 people, including one with a violent criminal past, now face felonious assault and aggravated riot charges after the chaotic fight downtown. While police say it was a coordinated attack, family members say there is more to the story. Montana's Merriweather, De'Kira Vernon, and Jermain Matthews are all charged with felonious assault and aggravated riots. Prosecutors say Merriweather was the catalyst in what they call coordinated attack. He was seen on video whispering to the victim
I want folks
just before the violence
There's
began. He was already out on
him.
bond for a separate gun and stolen property case. His bond was set at $500,000. Jermain Matthews allegedly knocked a victim to the ground and hit another person.
That ain't the right Jermain. I don't know that
Matthews
nigga.
was given a $100,000 bond, and De'Kira Vernon is also accused of hitting a female victim and has an outstanding traffic warrant. Her bond was set at $200,000. Police say new surveillance video and viral social media videos are helping them piece together what happened, but family members of the accused say there is more to the story. Here's what Montana's Merriweather's mother had to say outside of court.
A wood tip one.
These Russians was walking down the street, and on the video, he said, "You want to mess with these Russians?" And he smacked the first guy, you know. But it wasn't like they thugs. My child is in school. He had 5 kids. He's on the B honor roll in school. And he's not the thug that they put out in there to be.
He just act like a
Now,
thug.
he
I
act
like
like
a thug.
You see, she by herself too. Who use their hands to intend harm will be facing consequences, no matter what side of the fight. So we will be looking out for more arrests and continue to keep you updated. These suspects are due in court again next month. I'm reporting outside the Justice Center. Rachel Whalen.
Bow, Rachel Whalen. Brother, let me tell you. Craziness. Absolute craziness. You got these folks looking crazy. You got a black ghetto, and let me tell you, she is absolutely ghetto, looking like a jazz black and mild. For the folks out there that smoke, I want you to imagine a jazz wood tip black and mild. Yeah, the wood tip one. Yeah, it's brown, and then it got that that brown, that light brown to yellow type of body where you smoke it. Yeah, look just like this black woman here. She looked like a wood tip black and mild. Let me go and show them. I'm telling you, black women look crazy with this hair hat. They certainly do. They need to start wearing their own natural hair. And their natural hair looks beautiful. I don't understand this stuff that's going on. Brother, what do you think about this here? What do you think about it? This mob here attacked these white folks coming out this jazz club. And from some of these reports, especially the one on Gateway Pundit, they're saying the black folks are saying that they were begging to get their ass whooped. What do you think?
Hyenas are gonna stick together in a pack, okay? A bunch of hyenas, and of course they're gonna say he called us a nigger. Nobody else heard it. He started the fight. Nobody else saw it when you pull them apart. And this is just embarrassing. This is just embarrassing. And this is why people have black fatigue. People are sick and tired of people making up excuses when the black community do this type of evil. They jumped, beat on them, and it was more than 1, 2, 3, because I guess it's another video or another angle of the Cincinnati beating. And a woman was knocked out unconscious. This is just bad. And this is why so many people hate concealed carry permit in the black community and black activists. The same way Trayvon Martin got done. And yes, George Zimmerman was right. Trayvon Martin got what he deserved.
Mm-hmm.
That's what those people need to do. If you jumping and you beating somebody, you done knock them unconscious, and you see them trying to, you get your gun and don't do what Derek Perry did and say, get off them, get off them. You go 1 little 2 little 3 little nigglet, 4 little 5 little 6 little nigglet.
I'm telling you.
7 little 8 little 9 little iglet. He a half breed. He gets half a credit. And it's just a shame, Jermain. It's a shame, and people sick of us. This bunch of pack of hyena type things, and people are not taking it anymore. That's why when you look online, Jermain, the word, a lot of people using a lot of racial stuff, and you know what, Jermain, it don't bother me. Yeah, it don't bother me when white folks start doing that now, because you know what? They have been looking at what's been going on for the past few years, and they sick and they tired and they ain't backing down. And what's going to get bad for Black America and these cities when white people start turning out in droves to vote these district attorneys and these police chiefs and these mayors out who are focused on making things right, the civil rights, including of 400 years, and then they start focusing on whites. How can whites get things better?
Yeah.
And then you're going to start noticing, boom, boom, boom.
And the thing here is, imagine if the roles were reversed.
You already know.
And these white folks were beating on an elderly black man, an elderly black woman. I want you guys to take a look at this picture here. This picture was sent to me by Ruben Cuesta. He watches the show. And let me tell you something. Shout out to Ruben. This right here is one of the folks who got terribly beaten. Let me go ahead and show you guys this. Jamal, when you see this, you're going to be upset. I know you. You're going to be upset. You see that picture there?
To come up. It ain't came up yet because
it'll come up.
Yeah.
It'll come up.
Waiting for Facebook to bring it up.
You see that picture there? It's a very, very bad picture. Very bad picture. And this is one of the folks who got, beat down that day. Shout out to Ruben. This is evil. It's absolutely evil. And you don't see black folks standing up and say, you know what, we don't support this type of stuff.
Nope, just making excuses.
All they're doing, ladies and gentlemen, is saying, well, these white folks, they deserve it. They were begging to get their ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
When they were getting hit, you didn't see any black bystander go and help. Probably because they know how animalistic a lot of black folks are. Too many black folks are quick to fight. They get a rush from fighting. Jamal, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
A lot of niggas, they get a rush for fighting. It's in them. They get the rush to fight. They get hyped up to fight. And if you spent any time in the inner city, hanging out next to the corner stores, you will see niggas like this all day long. Selling weed, shooting dice, fighting and shooting. That's the type of culture that is out there. And it's not right. It's not right at all. Because one thing I do know, if the roles were reversed, CNN will be running a gosh darn story on this right now. Through the roof. They'll be bringing in every black civil rights actor from here to Pakistan. Think I'm playing. And remember, Jamal, a year ago, 2 years ago, I said that there needs to be a white attorney out there who needs to handle what we call white civil rights.
Yes.
Imagine if there was a white Ben Crump. He would be making millions. Attorneys out there. Attorney. You better wake up. Attorneys out there. Civil rights attorneys. There should be a white one with a beautiful suit on. Maybe a gosh darn hairpiece like Donald Trump. I don't know. But there need to be one just like him. And there's plenty of cases like this across the country. And you start suing these black folks. And when you start doing that, guess what? Black folks will think 2 or 3 times before they put their hands on you. Because they know, hey, you know what? I may get sued. And when I work, they'll garnish my wages, my check. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want black folks to understand they do that when you get sued. If you don't know, try getting sued. Try it. You see my eyes? Try getting sued. They'll garnish your wages. And that's what the civil rights attorneys need to do. You will see black folks stop this bullshit. They'll stop it in a heartbeat, knowing that they can't make money to get their blunts. Brother, last words on this.
Attorney General Pam Bondi. You also had J.D. Vance talking about it and saying that this is disgusting. They need to go on and press charges so they can get a hate crime. They need to start seeing more black people need to see more black people being locked up for hate crimes. Because what that says, you get locked up for hate crimes, yes, you are black and you can be just as hateful and evil as any other race.
Absolutely.
And too many black people have gotten away with that. I'm black. I can't be racist. That's a lie. That's a lie. You can be racist like anybody else. And I'll be honest, It's going to take white folks start carrying concealed. And when one of them, and they start jumping all over like the little monkeys, you take that gun, back out, back out, back out.
They start jumping like hyenas and monkeys. That's when you start getting them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and move forward. Make sure you guys do your due diligence. Hit that like button. Make sure you share.
And donate. It's not that hard, people.
And donate.
It's not that...
Help us out. There's something real nice coming. Real nice coming. Hit that like button. Make sure you share. Moving forward.
$3 challenge.
Yeah, let's do a $3 challenge. $3 challenge.
Yeah, who'll be the first to do a $3 challenge? To ever one for me or Jermain. $3 challenge.
$3 challenge. Let's put it out there. Next one up, I want to speak to you about what Trump said. He talked about the Queen Bee. Does anybody know who the Queen Bee is? Apparently, they call her the Queen Bee. Yeah, Beyoncé. Yeah, Beyoncé. Apparently, Beyoncé might get in some trouble here. What Trump is saying is that Beyoncé should be prosecuted for the Harris endorsement. Apparently, Harris not donated, but paid her $11 million to sing to a crowd of nobodies. Yeah, and folks are mad. The Queen Bee following is mad at Trump. There's some black folks saying that Trump is trying to lock up black folks and all sorts of dumb stuff. I want to go ahead and run this when I come back. I want to speak about it because I think this is a nice way to let folks know how evil politics can be and how far the trenches of the Democrats go. The tentacles, I should say. Here we go.
Beyoncé, Oprah, and Kamala Harris, all of them were mentioned by the president in a social media post filled with accusations, and all are now targets of online threats fueled by Trump and his supporters. CNN's Brian Stelter breaks it down for us.
An incredible weekend. She closed out her Cowboy Carter tour with a sold-out performance in Las Vegas, gaining lots of positive headlines and, of course, many viral videos from the show. But then there was also this headline about Beyoncé, not exactly a positive one, in some ways an absurd one. This is a fact check from CNN's Daniel Dale of a totally made-up claim from President Trump about Beyoncé. Quote, Trump calls to prosecute Beyoncé based on a non-existent $11 million payment. And non-existent is the key word here. The president seemingly telling everyone how he wants his Justice Department to behave, pointing to prominent celebrities, all liberals, and saying
prominent celebrities. The only thing
Trump is missing is any actual crime. There's no evidence of a crime here, but he's calling out Beyoncé, Oprah Winfrey, and Al Sharpton for their support of his rival last year, then Vice President Kamala Harris. This is the continuation of a narrative that Trump has pushed for months. The difference now is that he's actually using the word prosecute. So let's take a look at the Beyoncé case in a little more detail. This is from Daniel Dale's check over the weekend. He says that the Trump claim is that Democrats, quote, admit to paying, probably illegally, $11 million to singer Beyoncé for an endorsement from Harris. Now, the actual little nugget of truth here is that Beyoncé's production company was paid $165,000 from the Harris campaign for the work putting on a rally last fall. So, a small amount of money that was conflated by right-wing message boards and memes last fall into a $10 million payment. That idea of a $10 million payment was made up, and now Trump has inflated it even further to $11 million. Again, that small payment to the production company, it's not unusual. But for Trump's followers,
wow.
this post
and I'm going to stop it right here. So there you go. There you go. You guys see it right here. And shout out to Confederate One, says CNN lies all the effing time. You ain't lying about that. I can tell you that. You definitely ain't lying about that. CNN lies all the time. All the time. You just can't trust them. But you could definitely see what's going on. They are stepping up and trying to calm down the wave that's coming. And it's the wave of prosecution. Let me tell you. These folks need to be prosecuted. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to two folks. Eat all, save none for later. Donated 10. Says, hey, y'all. And Kel Bella 823 says $5 challenge. And she already donated. So,
Yep. That right there. That's 5 people right there. $3 challenge.
She done took care of 5 folks. Eat all, save none for later. Took care of some folks as well. Shout out to y'all. So, Trump, in a sense here, is calling out the liberal establishment. He is. He's putting them on notice right now that, hey, we probably going to be coming for y'all. And I love it. Instead of these folks to tell the truth and say that, hey, this was probably not right, they're sitting here trying to defend Kamala Harris and Beyonce, which is quite wild. Brother, what do you think about this? Do you think anything will come from this here? Do you think they'll get looked at, bashed a little bit? What do you think?
Here's the thing. CNN has no sense of humor. Because it's like if I say, you know what, Jermain should be going to jail for liking the Minnesota Gophers. How in the world he gonna like the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers? Really? Or I think it was, what y'all, Golden Beavers, one of them. But the point is, Trump was just making a joke. We should say that all the time. Man, you deserve to go to jail for wearing that outfit. You deserve to go to jail. What the real crime is that she paid Beyonce, what was it, $1-2 million, and she didn't even perform a song.
She didn't even perform. Yeah.
She just came out there and talked. Beyonce.
They're that evil.
What was so... I'm down for Kamala, my black sister, because you know what they tried to do, and I believe this is good, and this is linking to the story coming up next. We'll probably talk about if we have time. People are sick and tired of black women.
Yep. Man.
I think black men, they kind of get tired of us, but they're sick and tired of being told that black women are the most educated, the most intelligent, and all this. And if you speak out against them, it's racism and sexism. And people saw it as, hey, nobody wants to listen to Beyonce. Nobody cares about her political opinion. They just want to hear crazy for you. They just want to sit there and look at that. And she done got old and worn out and touched up. But people still looking at her and they just want to hear her make music. That's it. Nobody wants to be around her. Nobody wants to hear her. And Kamala Harris tried to buy the election. Instead of her focusing the money the right way, they threw her $2 billion. She thought by buying endorsements. Yeah. And that's what she did. And that's what happened.
Yep. The dark money came in for Kamala. And Kamala, what she did was pass it around to all the cronies, and it didn't help her. She went and paid for all these endorsements. These black folks didn't care about her that much. They came up there. They, said, hey, vote for Kamala, and nothing transpired.
Yep.
So right now, she owes a lot of money. Kamala right now, she's on her knees a lot right now, ladies and gentlemen. She's begging to the donors. Yeah, she is. As a matter of fact, brother, since we're speaking about Kamala, gosh darn it, we might as well, go a little further. Kamala made an announcement today. Yeah, she did. Now, she had some hopes of getting back in the office. Yeah. She want to govern again. And let me tell you something. I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't. Take a look at this.
Moments ago, former Vice President Kamala Harris will not run for California governor next year, leaving open the possibility that she could mount a third run for the White House in 2028. She said in a statement, over the last 6 months, I have spent time reflecting on this moment in our nation's history and the best way for me to continue fighting for the American people and advancing values and ideals I hold dear. I've given serious thought to asking the people of California for the privilege to serve as their governor. I love this state, its people, and its promise. It's my home. But after deep reflection, I've decided that I will not run for governor in this election. Patrick, your reaction to that?
Big head, little body.
That means that she will run again for president of the United States.
Big head, little body.
I don't think she'll run for president of the United States. Is my gut reading the statement, live here. I thought she was, really considering the governor.
So there you go. I Kamala Harris not running for California governor. Nobody gonna give her no bread. They see her as a loser. Yeah, so that's why she ain't running. The bread ain't there. Brother, what do you think about this? She says she ain't gonna run. I wonder why.
Well, because nobody likes her. And you know what? Not even tell black women really liked her. Because back in 2020, when everybody wanted Joe Biden, Joe, she was talked about, and they said, Don Lemon said, she is not black. She is not a black American. She's a person of color, but she's not black. And so everybody said that. Everybody said she sucked. Right before Joe Biden fell out of the race, they sat there and said he needs to drop Kamala Harris and pick up Pete Booty Plug. That's what they said he needs to do. He needs to drop her and pick up Pete Booty Plug. And he went out on that debate stage, and people saw her for what she was, and they was like, you got to go. And Joe Biden did a poison pill. If you don't get her, I'm going to speak out and say how bad you did. Well, Obama was trying to crown her the first black female president.
Yeah.
Until somebody said, Barack, you don't know how horrible she is, until Barack got around and was like, what in the world?
Yeah, I'm telling you. All that laughing she was doing too, I swear to goodness, I thought she was high all the time, Jamal. She'll literally be sitting there laughing like a hyena, and then when she talks, literally she'll be talking about nothing. You can literally nothing. Yeah, you can watch her talk word for word, and at the end of her sentence, you're like, "What the heck did you say? What was that?" All you hear is this, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's Kamala. You don't know what the heck she's saying. But
all you heard.
Yeah, and folks apparently wanted to vote her in. People are crazy. Let me tell you, they're absolutely crazy. Moving forward here, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you share. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Yvette Romick. Yvette Romick donated. And I forgot to say her name here. Donated $5, says challenge 2. She challenges 2 more. So I want to go ahead and give her the customaries as well. Absolutely. Shout out to Yvette Romick Spillman. Shout out to you, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Moving forward here, ladies and gentlemen. Last topic of the night here. We're going to speak to you about this Epstein file. Yeah, apparently it's coming up again. Yeah, well, actually, it's never left. It's still here. Yeah, it's still here. And let me tell you something. Joe Rogan, a few days ago, spoke about it, and it's going viral. Yeah, the media has picked it up, and they're pushing the Epstein finesse scandal. I want to go ahead and run this clip when it comes back. I want to speak about it. A lot of folks are speaking about what Joe Rogan has put out. I want you guys to see what he put out here. Make sure you guys hit that like button, please. We need your help. Here we go.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
The Epstein stuff is so crazy because when Kash Patel was on here and he was like, "There's nothing," and I was like, "What are you talking?"
Video
I didn't even know what to say. My thought was, and people were like, "Why didn't you push back more?" My thought was like, "I'm just gonna put this out there and let the internet do its work because there's nothing I can." The guy's saying there's no tapes, there's no video. That doesn't make any sense. Everyone knows it doesn't make any sense. And then. He didn't know about the Michael Baden stuff, the autopsy stuff, where it showed that he had 3 broken bones in his neck, which never happens when you hang yourself. Even when you like leap from somewhere with a rope around your neck and it snaps your neck, you never have 3 broken bones.
He's in a prison cell. He's not launching himself off the first floor balcony.
The whole thing was nuts. And then he's like, well, we have a film. We're going to release that film. And the film has a fucking minute missing from it.
Yeah.
Like, do you think we're babies? Like, what is this?
Also, you got people, including Dan Bongino, right, making bank for a couple of years talking about how awful it is. And we got to get this shit. And this is huge conspiracy.
I literally said this. I said this. People were making bank off the Epstein file scandal. I swear to goodness, making so much money just by saying it.
Conspiracy, and then you release a 2-page memo that says, there's nothing to see here.
Yeah, because you're walking by your bedroom window and you see a little laser.
Yeah,
red laser moving across your chest.
But it really is. It's so look. You know me. I'm not a conspiracy guy by
you
nature.
Are today.
But I am today. Today, I'm fully on board with this shit.
Everybody's in today.
Yeah, no, but they're actually doing right as we speak, and I find this fascinating. Is that the Assistant Attorney General, Todd Blanche, is down in Florida for an interview with Ghislaine Maxwell. Right? And she's serving 20 years in a Florida prison for sex trafficking. Right?
To who, though?
What's that?
To who?
Well, he's down there to interview her.
But I'm saying
right.
she's sex trafficked to who?
She was a co-conspirator of Epstein's, right?
But don't you have to have a person who you're sex trafficking to?
Exactly. And they talked about the victims somewhat during her trial. It was it was a very difficult trial in the sense of, they're trying to protect certain victims and others were coming forward. But, my surprise was nobody from DOJ has ever, according to her legal team, nobody has ever interviewed her from DOJ, right? So, Department of Justice. So this is the first time the Department of Justice, you're telling me, and meanwhile, up on Capitol Hill, you've got Democrats like Adam Schiff and others going, we have got to release these fucking files. They had 4 years under the previous administration, right?
Yeah.
Look, everybody's fucked in this situation, but they had all that time to do whatever they wanted to do. And nobody, up until this point.
Time purposes. So this is the clip that the media is running with right now. All right. And I'm quite, it seems quite fishy to me. And the reason why I'm saying this is that other previous presidents, in a sense, could have dealt with this, but they didn't. And all of a sudden now, They want Trump to deal with it, and the liberals are just gung-ho about it. I don't like that at all. I just don't. I don't like it at all. Now, J.D. Vance came out and said some things here, and I want to show you guys what he said, because, you know, this really makes sense to me more than anything. And I want you guys to take a look at what he's saying here.
Well, let me say just a couple of things. First of all, the president has been very clear. We're not shielding anything. The
Sorry
president
about
has
the
directed
audio.
The Attorney General to
it
release
ain't my
all
fault.
credible information, and frankly, to go and find additional credible information related to the Jeffrey Epstein case.
They one of the videos I
He's been
sent you, was
transparent
it?
about that stuff,
Yeah.
but some of that stuff takes time.
Oh!
You've got to assemble that stuff. You've got to
Don't
compile
you
that
worry,
stuff.
brother. It's all right.
You've got to redact some victims' names so that you protect the victims. But the president has been very clear. He wants full transparency. He's asked that from the Attorney General, and I know, because I talk to her all the time, the Attorney General is hard at work on that issue right now. But I think I got to make an observation that there's an interesting thing about this case that the American media seems to totally ignore. For 4 years, under Joe Biden's Department of Justice, the media didn't give a damn about the Epstein files
Yup, they
or about
didn't.
the Epstein case. For literally 20 years, the story about this scumbag, and he is a scumbag pedophile, Jeffrey Epstein, he's dead now, but for 20 years, you had Obama and George W. Bush's Department of Justice go easy on this guy. They didn't fully investigate the case. They didn't show any curiosity about the case. And now Donald J. Trump is asking his Department of Justice to show full transparency. And somehow that's a criticism of Donald J. Trump and not Barack Obama and George W. Bush. If you want to criticize the people who aren't showing full transparency, you ought to go after the administrations that went easy on Jeffrey Epstein, the administrations that concealed this case for 20 years, and the administrations that failed to show full transparency. Donald J. Trump, I'm telling you, he's got nothing to hide. His administration has got nothing to hide, and that's why he's been an advocate for full transparency in this case. He's going to keep on being an advocate for full transparency, but while we're focused on that case, Donald J. Trump is also worried about making sure these great workers get more take-home pay and better jobs.
Wow. See, and I want to stop it right there. See, Trump should have picked J.D. Vance in the beginning. You know, Mike Pence, for anybody who likes Mike Pence, sorry, he's a loser. Mike Pence is a loser. Yeah, and I don't care how much he claims to be a Christian. All that Christian talk he was doing, and look what he was doing. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen? I'm a devout Christian. You will see him speaking slow and then acting as if, you know, Jesus is sitting right next to him while he's not doing the right and correct thing. Yeah, so I don't play that game. There's something wrong with Mike Pence. J.D. Vance, you see the way he's talking? Talking with power, talking with intention, speaking facts. If people are so concerned about the Epstein files now, how come they weren't concerned when Barack Obama was in office? How come they weren't concerned when Biden was in office or when Bush was in office? Why are they concerned so much with it right now? Because Trump is in office, right? Now, I know there's some folks out there who would say, well, Jermain, he's the one who said that, yeah, you know, he would look into it and blah, 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 and blah. I understand that. But there's so much of a push right now, it becomes like, you know, suspicious in a sense. You know what I'm saying? It becomes suspicious. Brother, I got one more video here I want to play, and then we'll wrap this up. Ghislaine Maxwell. Okay. Ghislaine Maxwell right now, ladies and gentlemen, she says she will testify in front of Congress, but she needs some, you know, provisions. Yeah, she wants immunity and some other stuff. I want to go ahead and run this. When it come back, we shall discuss it. Make sure you guys do your due diligence. Hit that like button. Here we go.
Longtime associate Ghislaine Maxwell says she will testify before Congress, but with big strings attached. Maxwell's attorneys laying out this list of demands that they want met in exchange for her cooperation. That includes questions in advance. They want the interview to take place outside the correctional facility where she is being imprisoned. The interview must be scheduled after her appeal is concluded on her 2021 sex trafficking conviction. And she's also calling for full immunity. But the House Oversight Committee has already said it's not going to grant her said immunity. Let me now bring in News Nation legal contributor Jesse Weber for more on this.
I'm going to stop it right here.
Jesse, her legal team calls this list
So
of conditions
she's not going to get any
non-starter.
immunity. Yeah, she's not. They may try to kill her. Brother, what do you say to this here? Wrapping this stuff up here. JD Vance is saying folks are so interested in it right now. How come they weren't interested with it with Bush, Biden, and Obama? What do you think about that? Mm-hmm.
On Trump. What about Bush? What about Obama? What about Biden? You know, when Bill Clinton and him, and after he was exposed for a pedo, Bill Clinton was still riding with him. Bill Clinton proved that Jeffrey Epstein had some friends that didn't back down. So I see it as him being a crook, a perv with children. Donald Trump said, okay, fine, I'll try to get it out. Democrat judge says you can't do that. Donald was shocked. He thought he could just get it and done, so he couldn't. I just feel that these Democrats told this lie for so long when it came to Russiagate. Now, this right here with the Jeffrey Epsteins, I won't believe a word come out their mouth. Not one of them can descend from Mount Olympus. Zeus could descend from Mount Olympus. Jamal, this is what Trump said. And I would look and be like, yeah, right, you lying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not surprised, Jermain, they doing this. I'm not surprised that JD Vance stood up and said something, because think about everything the administration had. 3% GPA, money coming in, all this pieces coming in. And you got people wanting to continuously focus on the Epstein list so they can try to take MAGA away from President Trump. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, and I think that the liberals had time with the file, Jamal. You get what I'm saying? The liberals had time with the file. They could have done anything they wanted with it. They could have took some names out. You get what I'm saying? Put some names in. Put some BS in there. And then say, you know what? Guess what? Donald Trump was in there. Yeah, and blah, blah, and blah. They had time. Biden administration had the files, Jamal.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So you can't trust them. So all of a sudden, now they want people to go into the files. But they had time to doctor the files. So it makes sense to me why they're doing it now. And I want folks to understand that. It makes sense to me. These folks put something in those files, and they're hoping that it will come out so that they can use it against Trump. And that's exactly what I believe is going on. I believe they cooked something in there. They put something and cooked something in there. And that's why they're pushing so hard for it to come out. That is it.
Yep.
So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with this, a lot of moving parts. But I'm hoping, in a sense, Donald Trump will maybe, have an investigation on it, maybe a special prosecutor, some special investigation where they're able to, unpack it and really get down to the truth of the matter rather than it going through this way. Because the way it's being pushed out, it seems like it's a fraud. It's a finesse game. You get what I'm saying? And I want folks to understand, it just seems like a finesse game. Last words on this here, sir.
You know what? What we witnessed and what we saw is them trying to find something to bring Donald Trump down and split him between the MAGA base. People know Donald Trump base is why he gets out and continue to go do what he does. This is why, because he knows the support, and they want to tear the support from Donald Trump so they can try to pick him apart and destroy him. But some of his base are so focused on Epstein files that the stuff Donald Trump is doing to destroy the deep state and left, they don't care. They want to see some Democrats walk out in handcuffs over the Epstein list. And that's stupid because that's a double-edged sword.
Yep.
Okay? Double-edged sword. Let's say it's a Republican. That's in it. Now, Trump say he don't care, lock them all up.
Yep.
But you can't take away what you're seeing. A lot of Republicans are like, nah, nobody's getting any immunity. You come testify. And if you lie, we're going to put you in jail longer. I say get to it.
Yeah. I think the Democrats will probably try to kill Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah, her days are numbered. Her days are numbered. She better get right with the Lord. That's all I know. That's
you think
all
Hillary
I
coming?
know. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the show for tonight. I want to thank everybody and their mamas for coming out and hanging out with us. Absolutely. It's been a fantastic night. We covered a lot of topics, and let me tell you something. We got a lot of folks into the conservative nation fold, into the platform. So we want to thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I know our good friend Jamal's heart. Yeah. Any last words for our beautiful crowd here, sir?
Janine, don't go in the shower. Stay away from all ropes, shoestrings, bed sheets.
I'm telling you.
Hey, beg them, don't turn the camera off, because somebody's coming for you. Oh, yeah. They want to get you in D.C. where they can get you.
Yeah.
She going to get hit by a bus and ain't going to know how she got hit.
I'm telling you. She gonna get Epsteined, her neck will be broken in 3 different places, and then they'll say, you know what, she hung herself. Yeah, she certainly did. You see this little shoestring here? Yeah, she tied her around her neck, and then she died. I don't know how. Yeah, and then there'll be a minute missing from the video. Yeah, there'll be a minute missing, and they'll tell you, you know what? Yeah, guess what? We're using 1990s video. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what they ran last time. But that's what it is. You guys take care. Have a very, very beautiful night, and we'll catch you guys here next time for another edition of Conservative Nation Double Barrel J's with me, Jermain Botsio, and our good friend, brother from another mother, Mind of Jamal. You guys take care. Have a beautiful night, and we'll catch you guys later, all right? Bye-bye.